Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Donnelly. We are here in the coach's office at the Extreme Ice Center with a very important Charlotte Rush announcement to make today on this Friday, June the 26th. The Charlotte Rush have a brand new coach for the coaching staff. He's going to be the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite and an assistant coach for the Charlotte Rush Premier. And let's introduce to you for the first time, Troy Schwab. Troy, welcome to the Charlotte Rush family. First of all, I know you heard a lot about the Charlotte Rush organization. Tell us why you wanted to come to this organization and be a coach.
Yeah, no, I guess, over the 2 years that I've lived here, I've heard about the Rush and slowly learning a little bit more. I just kind of came down to the rink here and was having a conversation with Ryan and just wanted to learn a little bit more about the process and the league and kind of how things work at this junior level. And I guess it just kind of evolved to kind of where we are today. Had some conversations with a few different people within the league, some other coaches, and they spoke very highly of the things that they're doing here in Charlotte. And it was a good opportunity for me and something that I wanted to be involved in.
Well, that's great. Let's tell you a little bit about Troy Schwab and your background. Native of Saskatchewan, tell us a little bit about that, Troy, growing up and where you grew up and playing your youth hockey.
Yeah, I grew up Kindersley, Saskatchewan, I guess my hometown now. I grew up on a farm for a few years till we moved into town and played basically all my minor hockey in Kindersley, played some junior there before I went on to college. Still got some family back there, but that's where my roots are. That's what started me in hockey and, I guess molded me into the player that I was.
You went to Lake Superior State University. That's a great hockey school. Just talk about how much you enjoyed that.
Yeah, Lake Superior was really good for me. It was a small school, came from a small town, and I had an opportunity to play right away. Played for a coach who really believed in me, showed a lot of confidence in me, and it helped my career. I met a ton of really good people there, got some really good buddies there, some really good former teammates, and Lake Superior is definitely a place that's close to my heart.
Of course, in the pro ranks, Troy played in the ECHL, I think also.
Yeah, so I played 6 years pro. I played a few years in the ECHL. I played a few years in what was the old Central Hockey League at the time. It was still AA level. I played 1 year over in Germany. My last year was in Toledo and had a really good career there, a really good season there. Played under a coaching staff that was tremendous. Learned a lot from them there. And then after that, I just decided to jump into coaching, and that's when I took the job down in Greenville.
Okay. And again, Troy Schwab joining the Charlotte Rush coaching staff. He'll be the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite and an assistant coach for the Charlotte Rush Premier, joining Trevor Jewell as part of the Rush coaching staff. And you coached several years in Greenville as well under the very prestigious New York Rangers organization, Hartford Wolfpack. Just talk about some of the training you got there and helping you to move up in your coaching career.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, being affiliated with the New York Rangers and the Hartford Wolfpack, learning how that affiliation works and how you're trying to develop players to move them on to the next level. I mean, every kid at that level was still trying to get to the NHL. So that was pretty interesting. And, you're sitting in, you got the NHL draft and chatting with Glenn Saylor. Pretty cool. You go to American League camp and just those experiences that I was able to get the 3 years I was in Greenville. Something that I use in everyday life, obviously something that I'm going to transition and use here as a coach and try to help those experience onto the players. And it was 3 really good years. I wouldn't take anything back from it, and it's time to move on.
Oh, the ECHL is a league close to my heart. Ryan Cruther played in the ECHL with Reading, and Trevor Jewell played in the Southern Professional Hockey League. But I know when I was a broadcaster in that league, it just seems like at that level, you wake up every day and say, okay, who's on my roster right now? Because there's injuries, there's call-ups, and it's almost like a day-to-day thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the beauty of the ECHL, right? Those players want to get to the American League, and our job as a coach is obviously to try to get those guys to the American League. So you wake up in the morning and you lose 2 guys because they've been promoted. You're doing your job.
Troy Schwab is visiting with us, the brand new member of the Charlotte Rush coaching staff. He'll be the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite, assistant coach for the Charlotte Rush Premier. Troy, just talk about as a coach, just talk about some of the things that you feel like you excel in and some of the things you want to bring to the Charlotte Rush table.
Yeah, the first thing is a relationship, build a lot of relationships with my players. Anybody who's played for me in the past, would probably state that as well, that I build really strong relationships and I care about my players. I want them to succeed. At the end of the day, my job is to help them get better, help them reach their goals, whether it's, moving up to the North American Division I college, whatever those goals may be, that's my job. And I care about those players. I'm still a pretty demanding coach. I expect players to work hard and want to get better. If players want to move on, they got to put in the work and they got to want to be committed to getting better, and that's the type of person and coach I'll be.
Troy, on the side, you are a real estate agent, so you'll be selling and buying a few homes here and there, right, or helping people to do that?
Yeah, no, when we moved over here a couple of years ago, my wife took a job. We relocated from Greenville. I got into selling real estate, and so I've been selling real estate. I've been giving some private lessons on the side, helping out some of the youth in the area, and when this opportunity presented myself, I kind of jumped at the opportunity to take it.
Troy, we're delighted to have you as a part of the Rush family. Again, we're biased here, of course. We have a great organization, very successful on and off the ice, so I know you're going to help contribute to our culture here. And again, congratulations from all of us at the Charlotte Rush for joining the Charlotte Rush family. And we look forward to doing these interviews all season long when the season starts coming up in September.
Yeah, thanks. I'm really excited to get in the office here with Trevor and start learning about our players and start getting in touch with some of the players to start building that relationships and get things started so we can win a lot of hockey games this year.
All right, we look forward to. Thank you, Troy. That is Troy Schwab, a member of the Charlotte Rush coaching staff. We're announcing this today for the first time on Friday, June the 26th. If you'd like to get more information on the Charlotte Rush, hey, the regular season will be coming around before you know it here. We're already at the end of June. You can go to the Charlotte Rush website at charlotterushhockey.com. That's charlotterushhockey.com. Go to our Charlotte Rush YouTube channel, also our Facebook page and Twitter account. Hey, thanks so much for watching here from the Rush's coach's office at the Extreme Ice Center. I'm Tim Donnelly with the Charlotte Rush, and we'll see you next time.